Welcome guys. Let me just make sure you can hear me. Let me test in here and there. All right. Karibu sana. Just give me a minute. Let me pause this one. All right. Welcome. Good to see each and every one of you. Karibuni sana. We are starting. My co-host, Carol. I'm looking for her in the list here. I think she had a challenge getting online, but welcome. Good to see each one of you. And I want to confirm you can hear me. If you can hear me, just type there you can hear me. So I know we are together. Okay, very good, very good. All right, good to see you, Esther. Karibu sana. Rhoda.
Thank you.
Rhoda, good to see you. Karibu. You joined. Daniela. Oh, it's been long. And guys are still joining. We were saying we have Deborah, Jerry, Kate, Susie. Welcome to this training. Mushira, I see you. Karibu sana. We are going to have an exciting time here. Okay, very good. I can see you can hear me. So allow me to just go right into this training. I would like to start with taking a deep breath. So wherever you are, just get centered. Make sure your back is straight. Take a deep breath. Let's start together in that breath, okay? So take a deep breath in through your nose and then hold it in your belly. 1, 2, 3, go. Deep breath in. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Out. Just let it out. Awesome. Okay, great. For those of you that have worked with me, you know that I like to start from a centered place. When you're getting into this world of coaching, and allow me to share my screen here so that you get value from this training. I would like you to have a pen and a piece of paper. If you don't have that, I give you a minute. Just go get it, because I'm going to share content that is going to help you and your work and your purpose here on the planet. So please, if you don't have a pen and a paper, just grab one as I share my screen. Also, take just 1 minute as you get a pen. Let me share this on Facebook. Okay. Very well. So make sure you have your phone muted just for this 1 hour, and then we can continue later. You know, the distraction in our generation today. So make sure you have all your attention here, because I'm about to share something that will definitely be a blessing to you and your work. So now we are good. We are live on the both platforms. So thank you so much. Allow me to share my screen here so that we just get started right on. Like I said, tonight I'll be sharing a content that I'm sure is going to be great content for you. So make sure your mind is here. And I'll begin with a question. And the question is, let me just put it on PowerPoint presentation. How many of you would like to make an income in your life and at the same time make an impact? Now, I want to make sure that question is understood. And the question is, how many of you, and what I want you to do is make this participate, because when you participate, you get 90% of the training. When you're right there, you're participating, you are writing, you are commenting. So I'd like you to find the chat box there and kindly make sure that you're participating with the questions that I'll be asking you. So the first question is, how many of you would like to make money as you make an impact on the planet? If that's you, I'd like you to type there, that's me. I'd like to make an impact, and at the same time, I'd like to make an income. If that's you, just type there so I can see. Thank you so much. Thank you for your participation. Thank you, that's me. The act of taking part in this is actually part of the training of this training today. You have to be there so that you're part of this. So thank you so much. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. So I'd like to welcome you to a training, and I'll be sharing my heart. I'll be sharing my story on how to become a high income coach of impact in 3 months. Even if you have no prior training, you have no skill in coaching. That is why we are here. I'll share with you my story, my journey, and I'll show you that actually you have what it takes to begin to help people in the same way that I was helped. First of all, I want to thank you for all the time that you've taken to be here, all of you. I know that you took your time, and I know you're busy with your work, and I'll be multitasking because my screen is the same that I'm allowing people in. And so like I said, as you join us, please make sure you have a pen and a notebook so that this is of benefit to you, okay? Like I said, for those who don't know me, make sure your mic is muted, please, for the sake of everyone else. As you join us, make sure your mic is muted. Like I said, my name is Jeff Israel Nkiwa, and I have a mission to empower dedicated life workers or leaders to facilitate change in the world and to transform people's lives, in a powerful way, in the same powerful way that my personal coach and my mentor did to me. I want to do that to someone else. I want to be of impact to the world and to agents of change. But I want to do that to agents of change, people that are ready to change the world, to take whatever it takes for them to really make the impact that is necessary for them to create the kind of change that they can create on the planet. So in this training today, today's training, I'll be revealing to you my system, that you can use to becoming a high income coach. One of my challenges, of course, is to really expose these lessons to you and immediately be able to help someone to better their life within this time, 15 minutes or so. But I know that you have your attention here, you have your mind focused on this, then we will be able to get the most out of this training. If you stay to the end of the masterclass, this is what I promise. I'll give you my free coaching playbook so you can copy paste the steps. And I use that word, that statement intentionally, because most people, what they are looking for is actually a system that has worked. So I'll be sharing that with you for free if you stay up to the end. So make sure your internet doesn't let you down, so that you get that gift. Make sure, pray that your internet doesn't let you down. Okay, so let's get started here. How is this different? How is this coaching different? How is whatever I'm introducing you into different? Now, in this presentation, I want to share you a system that works. And the way this is different is because in the last 15 years, Destiny Life Coaching has been preaching the aspect of being a practitioner of coaching, not just a coach, a practitioner of coaching system. So why this is different is we practice what we preach. And I'm introducing you to a system. In fact, we've created a family now. Destiny Life Coaching is a family. Now, people that join us, they don't go. Even after the 3 months of training, we maintain that family because we want to keep on sharpening you so that you become a practitioner of this work, not just something you learned in class. And so if there was a goal for you with this work of coaching and helping people, I would say the best goal you can ever put before you is to become a practitioner. Because there are so many people out there that talk about coaching, but really they don't really practice. My clients know that I never practice. I never tell them anything that I'm not practicing. And that is a value for us here at Destiny Life Coaching. We are practitioners of what we preach. I would like to remind you once again, please make sure you're muted so that we can have a great recording. Now, remember 2018, I was actually awarded the Practitioner of Excellence by the Strategic Intervention Institute. And this is affiliated to Tony Robbins. And those of you that know Tony Robbins is like the #1 strategic interventionist on the planet. And this is a guy I trained with. And in 2018, I got the certification as a practitioner of excellence. And I mean, I'm telling you this not to impress you. I'm telling you this so you can know my journey and all that. Actually, you can do the same. Again, make sure you're muted, please. Make sure you mute yourself so that we have, just take some time, 1 minute, and make sure you're mute. I can hear some feedback. Just make sure you're muted so that we have, only unmute yourself when you're speaking, okay? Okay, so that we can have a really great training here, okay? Awesome, thank you for that. Thank you. All right, so who is this for? What is this training? What is this masterclass for? So that you know, you don't ask yourself, am I in the right place? This is for those who've been coaching their friends and family members, but have not been paid well for their service. And I'm telling you, I've been there. It's called social coaching, okay? So social coaching is where you advise people You advise people, you give them great advice. They love coming to you for advice, but then they don't take you as a professional coach. No one wants to pay a social coach. It's like paying your friend for advice. And so social coaching lacks leverage in that there's no, you cannot tell someone, we agreed on 1, 2, 3 because you're just my friend. Their opinions, so you share opinions, it's not really coaching. And so I'd like you to differentiate that. And so if you're here, you've been coaching, and most people actually have been coaching. Most people have been helping people already. You've been a coach. As long as people come to you for advice, that means you've been coaching. And so I want you to know that this is for you. If you are that person that has been helping people at work, helping people at home, but not in a professional way, so that people don't pay you for the work that you give them. It is also for those who, who've never practiced coaching. It is for people that don't have an idea about coaching, but they want to be of impact to the planet. They want to change the world. This is for you. You've never practiced coaching, but you want to change the world. Again, like I say, this is a book I'll give you if you stay to the end of the presentation. And this book, if you implement whatever I'm revealing to you in this book, you will discover how to come from a place of power. You will discover how to unleash your certainty. Because I believe most of us, from 4 years of age,
he did the last course. It was fantastic.
Susie, please turn off your mic. I can hear you. From 4 years of age, we grew up with this story of not being enough, of not being able to deliver results because we feel we are not enough and we feel people will not like us. And there is no human being that doesn't have that story, that if I come out, am I enough? Will people listen to me? And these are some of the issues that this book, this gift will address for you, all right? You'll also discover your mission in life. What is my mission? Why am I here? Because most of us, we just work. We are lucky to find a job. You're lucky, you get connection. You just find yourself doing things, but not out of mission, and I've been there myself. And also from this book, you will discover core strategies, for coaching that will guarantee you results in every session, because that is what this coaching is about. It's not about taking 10 years dealing with the same thing. No, it's about breakthrough, going straight to the need and going straight to the solutions. And I'll give you the tools to do that. Some of you that have been my clients, this is possible in a session. And I can see some of you that have come for my sessions here that have been my clients before. And now you want to become a coach. You want to do whatever we were walking through together, perhaps for 2 months, for 3 months, and now you want to serve the world. Brilliant action that you're taking, okay? So this system, to say the truth, has not just changed my life, but the lives of my friends, my family members, students that have practiced this. And I'm telling you, this is not theory. I don't like theory because at the level of theory, there is no results. And we live in a world of information. There's so much, we are drowning in information. But our hearts they're fasting for real transformation. We want to become more. We want to realize our power and our greatness, the person we were created to be. And I'm telling you, I've written this book after, speaking to so many people. And for the record, 12,000 clients, because we train our coaches to keep a record of everyone that you coach. And for the last 15 years, 12,000 clients online certified by the International Coaches Register have gone through my hands. And I'm so grateful to God for that. And it's because of the confidence of using this formula that actually helps me to coach anyone with whatever issue, you know, that they may be going through. And so basically at the end of this, you're going to have a system that gives you confidence, a system that gives you that, the audacity to invite people for transformational work. That is what we are getting into, and that is what I'm introducing into. That's the offer at the end of this training. Now, like I said, you know, this is a book I've written together with 33 selected world-class leaders and experts. You can see my name here. This is Jeff Nthiwa, Breakthrough Coach, Life Trainer, Life Coach Trainer. This is one of the best sellers, New York. This is a world-class book that I got blessed to be part of. The only African coach that actually got in this list. And I'm grateful to God for that. So I'm telling you, getting in a list like this one, getting the results, is a big story. But this is what many people don't know. My real story actually includes a time when I was a minister. I was a pastor for about 7 years, preaching the gospel. And I knew I'm going to serve in the church for a period of time. And then, so this time came a time of transition, 7 years of working. And I transitioned into full-time coaching. Let me tell you, I found myself in a hawking career. I became a hawker because I didn't have a system. I had training, but I didn't have a system. I didn't have a system to follow through. And so I was just going, just inviting people for coaching without a proven system. I didn't have a mentor, you know, after transitioning from a full-time ministry. That was really one of the hardest period of my entire life. In fact, I was talking to my wife and telling her about it. We laughed it off. That period, if I ever went through depression, that was depression for me. My goodness. There was no coaching. The way coaching now, everyone wants to be a coach. Everyone knows about coaching right now. Those days, 15 years ago, you could never find a coach, someone that is a certified coach that you can engage. I didn't find any. And so I found myself hawking books, selling books. This place, this is Uhuru Park. I remember sitting here on this bench. It's written, I refuse to just sit here. I refuse to just sit. I sat on that bench, I remember. And it was not for one day. It was not for a few days. This I did for some time. And it was out of desperation. And I realized so many people actually go through the same. And thank God, I was open to learning, you know. I don't know have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and wondered, how did I get here? I mean, I was pastoring a 6,000 member church. I had that job. 6,000 people would sit before me on Sunday and I would deliver a message and people would be happy. But then the transition happened. And that's why if you want a transition coach, I'm the guy for you. I've been through it. But for me, it was the learning phase because it was so tough. People didn't know about coaching. In fact, there's one lady that paid me, was it 4,000 shillings, and then invited me to coach her daughter. And then she thought I'm a swimming instructor because she didn't know about coaching. And so she asked me, where is your swimming pool? And I was like, I don't even know how to swim. I don't even know how to swim. And she had the hope that the daughter would learn from this coach. I had a tough time explaining to people. So I had to become an evangelist to help people understand what is this coaching about. But then, you know, while in that dry season, in that time of depression, something happened. I remember it was an afternoon after church. I looked at myself in the mirror and made a decision. I made change a must, not a should, a must. I said, I must change. And I asked myself, okay, can I change? Can I change? I told myself, yes. And I believed it. And it's from that moment that I began my search. From that moment, that's when I discovered Tony Robbins, and I discovered the training. I discovered I can be a strategic interventionist. This training costed me $300K, which was actually a loan I borrowed. But let me tell you, after going through the training, the pain of 1 year of suffering between the transition of being a minister and having that certainty and being in the wilderness, that told me that was my blessing. Let me tell you, I got the notes. I gathered everything. I was keen as Tony, Megali, and Mark were teaching. I got everything. And remember, this training, part of it I'm doing at night because the training is in California. So apart from the meeting, the boot camp that I went, the rest in America, it's daytime. Here is at night. My class was starting at 11 p.m. and I attended every class, never missing anything, because I knew I needed solution and I needed to change the world. And hey, I was also broke. And so let me tell you, well, this is what happened after my training. Even before I finished training, I calculated all the clients who paid me within the time of the training. And I actually made close to an M, something I never made in my lifetime. Then I was charging 1 year of coaching. That's what I would charge, 1 year of coaching. I was not taking nothing less than that. Every client that I met, I would engage them for 1 year. And so that really helped me. And that's how I began to change my story. And from then, my mission was born. I said, my mission in life, and I wrote it down, is to transform agents of change, people like you, in the same powerful way my mentors did to me. Because my life changed. Not just, the one for encouragement where you're told, the Lord is on the throne, you're gonna, no. My financial situation changed, for real. And my kids would go to a better school. We would eat better. Glory to God for that. But it's because also God rewards, that consistency and that being committed that this is what I really want. And that was my breakthrough. And I made a decision. I'm going to be a practitioner of this work. And that's how I created my platform, because I was focused on creating results. And I wanted to do this. So I focused on adding value to agents of change. And that has been our focus. That's how Destiny Life Coaching was born. And soon I became one of the pioneers of coaching in this country. If right now you do a simple search, you find actually the highest rated institution for coaching in East Africa is Destiny Life Coaching. We didn't get there by chance. It's actually applying strategic techniques that I'm going to teach you tonight and following them consistently, being there. You see, the world is suffering from doublers. Doublers, you know, you are testing this and testing that. What Destiny Life Coaching teaches is actually consistency. We teach practitioner, becoming a practitioner of what you learn. And what I found was that inner grounding piece, that I can say yes to my calling, to become a transformational coach. And that is what I pray for you. Okay, I began to see myself for who I was without all these limitations, without the limitation of my childhood story. Because, you know, given where I was coming from, I wouldn't have imagined that I can be a leader, because this work calls you to become a leader. And I began to get a call after call after call. I remember, in fact, there's a time I coached a cabinet secretary, and that was amazing. I remember the way I entered the office and it was all red, and I'm feeling, wow, I'm actually feeling confident to enter this office. Before my breakthrough, I would have so many questions. Do I deserve, do I have what it takes? And I actually realized that I can coach even people that were more successful than me. And so I'm calling you that signed up tonight to become a practitioner of coaching. That's what I'm calling you to. And one of the things for you for attending this program, I want to show you that social coaching doesn't help. And you cannot play the average coach that practices in season and really succeed. We want to give you a proven coaching system, because social coaching doesn't work if there is no proven system, if there is no mentorship. Let me tell you, it doesn't, and it's not about how smart you are, okay? So like I said, of course, the biggest challenge for me is to give you everything I've learned for the last 15 years in 60 minutes. But I say there's a book for you, everyone that stays to the end. There's a book for you, high income coach, that you can get all these concepts and apply them. I want to serve you. You can apply them immediately. But for tonight, I'd like to share with you 2 secret keys that I use from my system, so you can go ahead and just begin to implement right in this presentation. Okay? Key number 1, if you're writing, you can write this down. Finding myself. Finding myself. Now, when you are a coach, when you are a mentor, when you are a leader, finding yourself is a priority. The money will come, the prominence will come, the impact will come only when you begin from this place, when you find yourself. For me, I can say with confidence, I was lost. I was lost in the search for money to feed my family, the search for trying to cover up the fear of the uncertainty, because this profession was new. Right now, you can easily become, I mean, we have testimonials of people like Sam, my coach, one of my coaches, who became a coach, and in 3 weeks, he was making 180K. 3 weeks. I mean, that's how easy we've made it. We have carved the way for many people. And most of the people you see online, most of them actually, I dare say, and this is not bragging, they went through my hands. It's because I got the opportunity to get there and become a leader, because leaders go where there is no way and make one. That's actually my definition of leadership, is you go where there is no way and make a way, not just for you, but for others. And so the basic concept here, the first key that I want you to learn is finding yourself. Answering the question, who am I? And what are my core human needs? What are my needs? How can I meet my needs for certainty, the need to be sure of myself from a highest level? Because most people meet this need, they have the needs, but then they meet them from a very low negative level. And that's why we feel insecure of ourselves. That's why it becomes hard to tell our story. That's why it becomes, we doubt ourselves and we play ourselves down in every conversation. It's because these needs are not being met. It's not because you're a bad person, no. It's because you're meeting these needs from a low point of view. So we have, let me just run through some of the needs. The need for certainty, you have that need. As long as you're breathing right now, you have the need to be sure of yourself. And when you learn to meet that need from a higher place, because right now you're meeting the need, and there are options of how to meet the need. You can meet the need from a negative perspective, where you harm yourself, where you get attention, for attention's sake, or, where you put yourself down so you can feel a certain way. You're meeting a need. So there's certainty, the need to be safe, to feel I'm okay, I'm safe. There's significance, the need to feel I'm important, I matter. Who doesn't have that need? I do have the need to feel important. All of us do. In fact, in one incident in the Bible, Jesus had two brothers that were asking, what's wrong with desiring to sit on the right hand side of God the Father and the left hand side? We can do that, me and my brother. And Jesus was like, that's not for me to give, but that's a good thing to desire. So, but then you can be significant by putting others down. And that's what I've seen in the marketplace. People only feel significant when they put others down. I made a decision, I can be significant by serving. And that's why I'm giving a free session to you tonight, because I want to serve you. That makes me significant in some way. It meets my need. We have then the need for love and connection. All of us want to connect. And that's why we created the Destiny family, so that you can have a place where you can connect with people that are thinking like you, people that are on the same path. You can meet that. Let me tell you, most of us, the reason our life is the way we are is because we are deprived of our needs. And the reason we get ourselves into those harmful habits is because our needs are not met. It's not because we are bad people. And so this is one thing, you find how to meet your needs from a very high, and this is how you become a leader. So I said I'll name all of them. I said certainty, if you're writing down, significance is a human need. Connection and love is number 3. Variety is number 4. Variety is a very important human need, and that's why even being in different careers can meet your need for variety. Do you know why some people jump from one career to another? It's to meet the need for variety. And that's okay. I want you to know there's a neutral way, there's a negative way of meeting our needs, and there's a positive way. And then number 5, the need for growth. You want to grow. You have that need. Let me tell you, if you're a human being, and I assume all of us who logged in are, you have a need to grow. If you don't grow, you're going to feel like something is missing. If you're the same girl, the same boy, the same person year after year, and you're not growing, let me tell you, you're going to feel something is amiss. And you can do anything to make the change. We were created for growth. We were created for progress. And when Tony Robbins says progress equals happiness, when you progress, you're happy. You're not where you were yesterday. And my prayer is that this training will push you a little bit on the path of progress, okay? The other thing is that you ask yourself, what is my new way of being? So you're able to change from your old way of looking at things and create a new way of being. And so the first step is actually finding yourself. What is the greatest goal that you can achieve right now in your life, given your age, your time? Because, you know, we go with seasons. And when you join the class, I'll be teaching you that every season, there are seasons of life. And every season, there are specific needs that you're supposed to meet for you to feel fulfilled. I will be teaching that. What are my core values? What do I value? Now, many people don't know or don't have that drive. Leadership calls you to find what are your core values. How can I always come from a place of power and fulfillment? And when you do this, when you meet this, the first step, which is finding myself, you actually come from a place of certainty, total certainty. You can meet anyone and help them. And so this is the first step. We address all the beliefs, all the fears. And remember, human beings, they have two major fears. The fear that I'm not enough. The fear that, am I enough? Am I enough? In Swahili, we say, ninatosha. Am I enough? So you can be given an opportunity like this one has been given by God and life. But you ask, am I enough? And then number two, will people like me? This fear is played in relationships, it's played everywhere. But when you find yourself, you find your power, you redefine your story, you become a new person, you find a new way of being. And from that place, you become unstoppable. And so one of the things that when you find yourself, number one, you divorce your story. Because some of these stories that we tell ourselves, I'm not enough, people don't like me, people will put me down, people will not like my coaching. Let me tell you, we bring them down. We bring these stories down. And I'm trying to, now I want you to type there, if you've ever struggled with, I am not enough, the fear that you are not enough, I would like you to type there, confirm with me that you have struggled with that. Just say, yes, that was me, so that I know what kind of people I'm dealing with here. Have you ever struggled with the fear that I am not enough? Just type there, say, yes, that's me, I've struggled with that. I see, yes, yes. Thank you, Rhoda, thank you. Thank you, Catherine, I see you. Thank you. Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure. It's all of us. It's all of us. I used to, at least someone is out of it, Mushira. Amen to that. I used to. So these are fears that every human being, even the Obamas of this world, they go through it. In fact, let me tell you, one day Oprah was interviewed by Tony Robbins, and she was asked, what is the one thing that every major person that Oprah has ever interviewed has told her? And she said, even Beyonce, even people like Beyonce, you know, they, at the end of the session, at the end of the interview, even Beyonce would stop and say, was that okay? How did I do well? It's because all of us have that need. We have actually the fear that we are not enough. And so I want you to relax. You are not the only one. Okay, so finding myself. Number two, finding my coaching framework. Now, every coach has a story of how they got their breakthrough. And every great coaching provides you with the opportunity to create your process. So that I'm not just telling you this is what Tony Robbins told me. No, I'm teaching you my own process that I created after going through a class with Tony Robbins. And I have done the work for you to create the steps that you need for you to really create your own process. In fact, I give you templates so that all you need is to copy and paste so you can write your own story in that template. I want to help you. I want you to bring the gap between where you want to be and where you are and minimize it to this level where you can take action immediately. Okay? Now, in the coaching framework provided, you'll find meaning for your struggles. And you find meaning for your search, whatever you've been searching, and also meaning for your success. Now, some of us already, you have the story. Some of us here, you've actually gone through a life of struggle. And your life right now can be a lesson for someone else around you. But the way you present yourself, the way you package yourself could be you're packaging yourself as a social coach. And like I said when we were starting, social coaches are never paid because you don't pay a friend to tell you anything. And so what I want you to do is not only to package, but also to brand yourself in a way that you can be of help to people around you. Okay. All right, so my biggest struggle was changing my story from limitation to abundance. Because for me, this was huge. This was a leap. You saw the photo of the place I used to go, a light and actually sell books to people that are jobless. That place is called the Jobless Corner. I mean, sometimes I even think, wow, really? I was even selling books, even the strategies. I was selling books to the jobless guys. And of course, my search was everywhere. So I want you to write down what was my struggle. Write down your struggle. The one thing that you've struggled with right now, I want you to write it down. Write it down. In fact, type it there. Type your struggle. This is my struggle, whether it's finance, is limitation, is a belief, it's a sickness, something that you've struggled with. I want you to know that somehow your pain is your process is actually connected to your pain. Whatever is your struggle, God is giving you a hint of actually for you to mine money. Let me give you a breakthrough lesson there. So type down there your struggle. What is your struggle? Let me see. Let me just read a few. Procrastination, communication, so self-esteem. All those are branding niches, lack of focus, procrastination. I'm telling you, I want you to, from this process that I'm going to teach you, I want you to create, from your struggle, you can create a process. And I'll be sharing with you my own 9 steps that I created from my own struggle, search, and success. All of us have that. There's none of us here who doesn't have a struggle. Some of us, because of where we are, we feel maybe, I'm not ready to share my struggle. But let me tell you, we are always ready to share our struggle. It's only that we need an example. We need a platform that gives us the credibility and the step-by-step. How do I share my struggle in a way that brings results to me so that it's not just sharing my pain? That's the worst thing that you can do. Just share your pain out there. And by the way, we've now created a book club for Destiny Life Coaches where you can write, and we've completed a book where you can write a chapter of your struggle and the chapter of your story, your search and your success. And that is published together. And that way you continue to, reach out to as many people as possible. I was living a life of powerlessness and giving away my power. I don't know how many people have been there where you're giving away your power. It could be to your parents. There are some of us, our powerlessness is in our relationship to our parents. But I want you to know that is a lesson. Instead of going to judge them and looking at your life like something was wrong or you were cursed, I want you to look at it as a story that you can unpack to build a brand that is unstoppable. So one of the decisions that I made in my process of growth was never again will I want to remain in unresourceful state. I said, I am in control. This is one thing that I'm in control of, my emotional state. And I know, I mean, my clients who've gone through my program, they know this is the key to my coaching process. I learned from Tony Robbins that emotion is the key to every area of your life. And so when you master your emotion, you master your leadership, you master your intimate relationships, you master your business relationships. There are some of us, because of our emotional muscle, we can handle anything, can be thrown to you, and you will get on the other side. And this is my process. I call it elevation process. And that's what I want to share with you right now. So this is what I created. This is what I take my clients through. The first thing is we shift our energy. We shift our energy because I believe that once you shift your emotional state, you are unstoppable. So the first thing is energy. Energy. I train my clients from how to manage your physiology, your breathing. Remember, those who started with me from the beginning, we started with a deep breath. That for me is in every session, not just session, even when I'm speaking to 10,000 people, 8,000 people, which I did at Kasarani Stadium. We always start from that place of take a deep breath, be grounded, come from a place of grounding presence. Now, so energy is part of my process. Then leadership, becoming self-leadership, leading yourself, transitioning from being a victim to becoming a leader of your life, empathy with yourself, loving yourself. And let me tell you, I've helped people that were suicidal, people that wanted to commit. We have the count to about close to 50 people who are actually have come to that place of committing suicide. And this process helped them. The first thing was shift the energy and then help them to get their own self-leadership, help them to love themselves, change the perspective, take action immediately, and then let them understand the time that they are in. Time management is not the traditional time management you learn, with those guys we invite for 5-15 minutes. No, this is about understanding the season of your life. What is this season about? To some of us, this is a season of really getting to know yourself and why you are dropped on this planet Earth. This is a season for a purpose. And so I help my clients to know what is this season for? Because you can have a life that you don't really know what a season is for and waste a whole season because you are focusing on the wrong things. You can focus on great things, but there is the wrong time and get the wrong results. And then integrating your natural way of being. Now, this is so crucial. When you're able to feel confident in yourself and be natural in the way you express yourself, whether it's one-on-one, 3 people, 10 people, this is what I guide people through. And then openness. You're open and flexible. Once you set a goal, you know that it's not about the goal. It's about me. It's about me changing. And so it's more than the goal. It's more than the goal. It's about me changing. It's about my change, my transformation. Okay? And then new identity. We become new people. We totally become new. So this is a process that I call breakthrough with Jeff, that I developed with my journey of such. I found out that the depression I was in, having a small family and not able to provide for them, coming out passionately to transition into coaching and going through the worst depression of my life, I knew I needed all these 9. And I put them together. Like I told you when I was starting, I never teach anything I'm not practicing. You can tell me anything else that you know, that's okay. I learn from everyone, by the way. I'm one person that is a student, you know, everyone's student. I learn from everyone. But then I only teach what I practice. And even when you join Destiny Life Coaching, one of the things that we do is we have this value of experience, becoming a practitioner so that you can teach what you're practicing. I tell, you know, my clients everything I do, morning to evening, throughout the day, throughout the week, that gives me energy, that gives me that sense of leadership. We walk through the key areas of life so that they are able to manage their life in the same way that I did mine. Now, let me just go on here. When I was starting this framework, of course, let me say I had zero certainty. When I was starting my coaching, I didn't have a mentor, nor coach, like I said. And my breakthrough, I keep repeating this because that was my breakthrough. But what helped me was I was hungry. I was really hungry, and I kept on discovering here and there. I learned not just from Tony Robbins, I learned from all these great people that have gone ahead of me. The only thing was there was no examples then in Africa that I could look up to, people that I could model, and that's how I got. But thank God that the world is like a village. And so thank God, right now you can get a coach right next, like like, you know, going to a gym, just search on your Google, you get a coach right there next to you. Right now, today, every county in this country, we have a destiny coach. If you're in Nyeri, we have a coach. If you're in Eldoret, Mombasa, Kisumu, we can link you up with a coach wherever you are in this country. Uganda, we are in Ethiopia, we are in Ghana, we are in UK, we are in US, Texas. We have coaches, Destiny Life Coaching, certified coaches, and this is what you will get. I want to share with you briefly, please just hold on to this because I want you to learn something that you can implement immediately. You don't need millions of funds for you to succeed as a coach. This is the truth. And this is what I felt. I felt like I needed so many followers for me to be able to function as a coach and for me to coach successfully and to make 6-7 figures. I thought I had to invest so much. No, you don't even, and you don't need to be perfect. In fact, I want you to make a decision from today. I want you to make imperfect actions and not have to judge yourself. Give yourself permission to make imperfect action, to take action even when you are not sure. Just take it. You get results, and the results will make you a better person. You don't have to be more successful than your client. I learned this. Most of the people I was coaching when I was beginning, I mean, these were CEOs. These were, I told you, I coached a cabinet secretary at some point, and these are people who are financially speaking more successful than me. But then I'm coming as their coach. And I realized I don't need for them to pay me. I didn't need to be more successful than them. This was just a belief that was holding me back. Okay? And you don't have to be a genius marketer. You don't have to. Most of my clients didn't come through marketing. It was one client telling another, telling them, you must meet Jeff. I remember when I was starting, there was one lady, I don't know whether she's online with us today. I saw she had subscribed to this training. One of the people I met initially, very young girl, I think was she 15 or 14, 15 there, and she was determined and would actually do coaching on the phone. I've never met her. But the thing the girl did through graduation, going through relationship, we walked through the journey together. And she was referred to me by someone else. And so that referral is what works. And I'll be showing you, how that works in the process. But this is what you must do. If really you're serious about making an impact on the planet and getting paid good money for it, you must have a predefined formula for coaching success. You must have a process. And this is what I'm teaching you tonight, to create your own process. Now, for those who don't know, we are members of the International Coaches Register. The International Coaches Register is one of the bodies that certified coaches and coaching institutions. And so personally, I've been a member now for 12 years, I think over 12 years now. And right now, I'm the current president of the International Coaches Register Kenya chapter. I lead our Destiny Life coaching trained coaches to associate and to affiliate with ICR, because now this gives us the credibility you need to coach anywhere on the planet. So once you get this means you can coach anywhere once you're certified by Destiny Life Coaching. One of the processes, my friends, that I learned is a success cycle. That all of us here, we have unlimited potential. But if we don't take massive action, what happens is we don't get the results that we want. Success, limited potential. Miles Monroe said that the wealthiest place is actually the graveyard, because there you find careers that were never started, relationships that were never built, practices that because of fear and uncertainty, they were never started. It's still on the level of potential. My question is, how long will your talent, will your gift, will your time remain at the level of potential? The thing is, I'm inviting you to take action, massive action, and leave the excuses, because I have so many of them, and all of us do have so many of them, because we want what? We want results. And we want confidence. Confidence comes because we've seen results. You take action, you get result, you're like, wow, I can do that. Or wow, it doesn't work like that. I'll try something else different. And this is the process I've gone through for the last 15 years. I believe God has given me potential. I took action. I invested in myself, got the results. I got confident. Get the results, get confident. The journey continues. That's why it's called a success cycle. It continues. Some of you, in fact, all of us right now, we are living our success cycle. The number of actions that you take equals to the level of results that you get. And you know what? Not that people don't want to take action. No. People are limited by, their own beliefs that I'm not enough, or, the doubt that will this work. But then for me, I take action. I'll know it doesn't work. I do something else different, And so I want to give you value for money. In fact, with this training, my friend, I will help you find your spark in life. And I want you to rate the value of that. Finding the voice of your soul. And I will teach you to create an impactful coaching process that you can trust, so that every session you are so confident as you approach the session, because there's a process. I'll practically show you how your business must run for you to get the results that you seek. And then I'll coach you to create new winning habits, daily habits, that if you implement them, you begin to see lasting change in all areas of your life. Because let me tell you, this is not just a story about financial breakthrough. It's a story about my breakthrough in my love, relationship with my wife, with my kids. It's everything. This is the beauty of coaching. Coaching affects every area of your life. And this is what happened to me. We began to travel the world. We discovered, interest in the family. Some of them we thought they were limited. We could never dream of traveling, of going to places we want. Right now, the calendar is full because we want to travel together. We want to enjoy a quality time together. Many people want to do that, but then the stories of this not for me. I was there one day. I want to teach you not only how to coach with confidence, but how to create results in every single session. I want you to know that, this is valuable. There's always a higher level, and that's where I really can't wait to take you there. I have seen it over and over again. It's not magic, but let me tell you, it's magical. When you see the results, when you go to your bank account, when you sit down with your financial guy and tell you the figures, and you're like, wow. So any dream is possible. You can do anything. It takes these ingredients to prepare something we call success. And the ingredients are commitment, being available, showing fully present. I'm telling you, like I said, I struggled for years on my own to create the results I now enjoy. And I was last year, 2 years ago, 2018, awarded the practitioner of excellence in the USA, California. It is now my mission to help you to actually get there. And okay, let me tell you, this is actually the story of one of my clients, one of my students. And I have students who come and they're not really sold out to this thing, they're just checking. We call that dabblers. Dabblers are people that are just testing. They don't have something else to do. I have students, let me tell you, I've been amazed. Carol, my co-coach, my co-host knows Sam. Sam came and he was sold out. 3 weeks down the line, the guy is making 180K. Now, why? He followed a system. And we tell people, we give you the system, filling the page, filling the blanks, and you see the success. Now, let's say that you get 10 clients in your mastermind coaching program per month, just 10. And each client, most coaching sessions, they actually pay 30,000 shillings, that totals to 300K a month. That is possible. And I know you might be sitting there and say, what? Now, if you're earning that in your current job right now, I want you to ask yourself, am I making the impact that I feel I should be making in this season of my life? Now, if you think this is too high, I want you to think of what is the cost of the people you're supposed to serve remaining the same. If they don't transform, what is the cost that they are really paying? See, people don't think about that. People always think about what they have because of limitation. Oh, Jeff, I don't have 30K. It's because we think that is life and death. It's not. It's only a seed. Let me tell you, it's only a seed. Whatever you have right now, it's only a seed. Don't eat your seed. Invest in yourself. That's what we do. And so, what is the value of our coaching? Without exaggerating this, 12 weeks of proven high income masterclass, so you can build unstoppable inner confidence. Go at the value of 100K. 100K, the value of the 12 sessions together. Now, you're going to learn how to deliver your presentation like a pro and serve and earn big money every time you do a pitch. The value is 50K. And this is even, I feel, oh my God, the person rating this does not really know the value. Direct mentorship and apprentice with our master coaches valued at 90K. This is what I charge my personal client. But then that's the value. Breakout Zoom sessions. We're not going to have a session like this where I'm presenting for a whole 1 hour. No, it's all interactive. You interact with other coaches. And those coaches who've come in the previous classes, you know. And that is valued at 50K. Worksheets and templates for free. I'll give you for every session. You can have templates that you can use, valued at 50K, a lifetime access to our online school, lifetime. There's no end. Once you join, you join. The value is actually 400,000. Now, I told you in the beginning, I actually paid over 300K to join the coaching school. That's what I paid. Now, this is the value of what I am sure we can deliver to you. But then, listen to me. Do you believe, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that the skill of becoming a confident, high-income coach of impact is actually worth 400K or even more? If you believe that, I want you to type there, yes, I believe. It's actually, there's no value to that. If you believe you get into that, and I want you to be honest with me, I've been honest with you throughout. Do you believe that actually getting that skill, if this was true, if it was true that Destiny Life Coaching is actually able to give you that and bring you to that place of total certainty, do you believe that the value is actually equal to over 400,000? And I can see yeses. I can see yes, 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 yes. Of course it is. It's actually, there's no value to what you help someone discover their talent, discover their mission in life. Let me tell you, the stories online, if you just Google Destiny Life Coaching, see the testimonials, over hundreds of testimonials of people whose lives were changed. What is the cost of saving a life? The value is actually, this is what I was saying, this is underrated, 400K. Now, if all this training did was exactly to help you attain the skill of becoming high income coach, I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to get started right away. Get started right now for only 60,000 Kenya shillings. Only 60,000. And we are making this even easier for you. We are telling you 3 monthly installments of 20K. You actually join right now. Action takers, that's what I want to reward. Because I'm committed. This is all I do for a living. This is all our coaches do. To actually spend time working with you so that you can live a life. When you look back, you say your money was worth the investment. And we want you to test this, okay? So just for today, this is going for 60K only. And I'm not selling you anything. I want to tell you, if you can invest in yourself right now, if you invest in yourself right now, you realize this is not a sell. This is actually service to you. And the till number is there. Write it down right now because I'm not going back to this page. I'm not going back to this page. Write down the till number, 593038. You can actually register right now, 20,000 shillings only. You join the program, action takers only. We are committing our life and time to you, my friend, because we want you to be the next coach, the next Sam that we tell the story about. We want you to be the next one. I want your story to be the next Sam. Now, there are mistakes I want you to avoid. The number one mistake in coaching industry is trying to figure out things on your own rather than working with a mentor. And this is the mistake that took me to hooking business. This mistake costed me, oh my God. Have you ever Can you imagine me selling to my own former church members that used to call me pastor, you know, reverend, and I'm selling to them, you know, 50 bob, 100 bob, you know, this one is in the evening, can you get one faster, faster? And I'll carry so many books and just sell to them. That was crazy. But let me tell you, like I say, that was learning time for me. I don't want you to go through the same. I don't want you to go through the same process. Okay? So chances are, if you're not part of the people that are starting the new class, because we are starting a new class, you're going back to spend the same amount, maybe even more. The 90K you're going to spend, because the usual price for this course is 90K. That's why I put the 90K there. After today, if you want to join after today, you join with 90K. And you're going to spend that money anyway. And some of us, we've lost actually much more. How about spending that money on yourself? How about investing that money on yourself? There are two choices we are making here. And one, you can go out there like many people and just get started on your own. I'll have been a blessing to you. Maybe I shared something with you that helps you. And because you've stayed to the end, you will still get my book for free. Some is online, Caro, you know, is online. They will facilitate that for you. But think for a moment, what would happen right now if you took this opportunity? Imagine the next 90 days, if you actually immerse yourself in this coaching career and really get into my world and get into my business and really mean it like I did. How would that impact your family? Could you be able to just tell your family, let's go to the Mara and let's travel out of this country. Let's, you know, the next time we're going to the, would that impact your family in a beautiful way? Would you feel a sense of, you know, contribution? Would it matter to you? You can choose to join the high income coach certification, where I'll take you through the steps that you need for you to become a confident, competent coach. ICR, the International Coaches Register, will be waiting to certify you. I'll give you the guide to get that confidence. That's a promise that I promise all of you. But before I sound on, let me answer some of the most asked questions, frequently asked questions. Excuse me. Number one, how long before I can make my first 100K from my coaching? Now, I shared Sam's story. My student, Samuel, who invested only 90K. And even before he was certified, he had 6 clients paying him 30K. That's 180K. So for some people coming in 2 weeks, breakthrough. It depends. How committed are you? So that question, that's how I answer the question. There's another question here. Can I pay in installments within the 3 months? Okay, so that's allowed. We allow installments because we understand, you know, you may not have the entire 60K, so you can do installments. But for you to qualify to pay 60K and not 90, you will have to pay 20K tonight. So you have between now and 8 p.m. for you to be part of the team. Does your process help me discover the kind of a coach I need to be? Definitely. So let me answer this question this way. So we have the process prepares you for the first certification. You're certified as a certified coach. That's how your certificate will read. From there, we work with you to specialize. And specialization comes through practice. It's not theory. It comes through practice. So the more you practice, the more you realize, no, I'm this kind of a coach. I am a relationship coach. And so we focus on you. And there's a form online that you enter every coaching session and is watched by ICR. And that's how we certify you now on the master level certification, where you can actually specialize in a specific niche. Who is the certifying body? Is the training credible? Now, like I said, these are credible training. We are certified by the International Coaches Register. I'm proud to be the current president of the Kenya chapter. And so when you Google, when you go to ICR, if you want to prove this, you can go to ICR website, International Coaches Register, and just look at the training organizations. Destiny Life Coaching will be top on the list. Coaching is a big investment. How do I know it's worth it? Coaching is a big investment. How do I know it's worth it? Like I told you my own story, there's no career I know on the planet that would have paid me 900,000. I don't know what I would have done to be paid that amount of money. But then I have earned, 6-7 figures a month from coaching. Is that worth the investment? I paid over 300K to train. Yes, it is. But then I also put the effort. I was committed, and I am committed in my coaching. By the way, I don't take clients who are not committed to changing their lives, because I'm looking at the name of Destiny. We have built a brand that equals results. And so it's not clients I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that will become a force of nature, a force for good. Do you have testimonials of real people who have gone through your program? Yes, we do. Just a simple search on coaching in Kenya. The first page will give you about 82 testimonials of real people you can call, you can email them and ask them, is this real? Is Jeff really just wanting to make money from us? That's how honest I am, because I feel I'm in that place where okay, so invest in yourself right now. If you're paying in installments, I actually even have a better deal for you. Those of you that are ready right now, and you can pay the entire amount, you can actually only need to pay 45,000 if you want to pay the entire amount right now. But if you don't have the money, I understand, you can actually pay only 20K, or from 5th, this is actually, the deadline is on the 5th of September. So if you're joining us, welcome right now. The till number is there. The deadline is 5th of September for the 20K. But if you're paying right now, the entire amount, you only need to pay 45,000. We don't do that. This is what I assure you, you're going to grow. You will grow emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You come from a place of power. Number 2, you will give your service, your gift, your love, your passion. Your relationship will begin to transform. You begin to take back your power and give people back their power, because you don't need it. You're now grounded in who you are created to be. You'll be a grateful soul, someone that really lives this life to, your full capacity. And then you will get your financial breakthrough. Thank you so much. I'd like just to go back so I can see your faces here. Oh my God, you're looking great. Thank you. Good to see you. Oh, this, I could not see you from the other side. Now I can see you without the presentation. So I like 1 to 5 minutes question. I know I've gone really into the time. I hope this was of value to you. If it added even a little bit of value to you, I just want you to type there and say this was of value to you. I want to know. That makes a lot of impact to me. If this was of value, thank you. I see that. If this was of value to you, thank you so much. So I'm so happy to connect with you and be able to serve you. I thank God for this opportunity to be of service to you. If you look at the comments, just go to the comments, to the chat sector. You're going to look at Carol Gaiduma. there's a link there you can join. You can join our message group. You can just click on that and join. And thank you so much for those who are registering. Karibu Sana, Destiny Life. I can't wait to serve you. I think God has given me this time for that. And my colleague Carol is here. Also, we just went on and on and on. So if you have a question, you can just type there for the interest of time, and I'll just answer 2 questions, and then we'll be done. If you have a question, just type there. I'll go into it and we'll be done for the evening. Any questions? Any questions that bring this to an end? The winning habits and how to implement them. So once you click that link, Carol will get your contact. So you're going to get the book. I hope Terry, you're talking about the book, The Winning Habits and How to Implement Them. Okay, great. I'll be coming to that. But the book will be available for everyone that stayed to the end. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great value. Thanks, Jeff. Karibu Sana. So one of the things that you're going to learn, just to answer Terry, in the program is actually lasting change. Not the kind of change that you change in a week and then you backslide. We call it backsliding in the church setting. You go back to the same old person. The kind of coaching we provide is actually lasting change. You change your identity, the person you've become. Now, realize most people, the identity we are living today is actually an identity formed by societal expectations. And some of us is because of relationship we've had, maybe with our parents or environment. We actually help you to shift that so that you come from a place of power. But then when you change, you need those daily habits. And we have about 21 of them that we are going to share with you in the booklet. 21 daily habits that you can practice immediately. I don't have the time because I've already taken your time. I think it would be unfair to take more time. If you really want to join, please join. Let me not sell to you. Just join. Let's do this together. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope I didn't leave any question there. You can go to our web in case you join this and you're looking for one-on-one. You are not interested to become a coach. You don't want to make an impact on the planet in any way. You're looking for one-on-one. You can book a free consultation session. You'll be coaching with me or Carol for 40 minutes on our website so that we help you to find clarity. Now, even if you're joining the free, even if you're becoming a coach, we'll give you a free consultation session because we want to take you through analysis of what are your needs, how do you meet them, what is your identity that you've created, and what kind of results is it giving you? Does it give you anxiety, or does it give you that sense of grounding certainty? Thank you so much. God bless you and continue to serve. Thank you.